What's going on, guys? Vincent with Fit to Succeed. Take 3. Yeah, this is the third one, fourth one. Well, anyway, I'm going to be doing a new program by Jeff Nippard. It's going to be his power building system, which I believe is the first ebook of his three-phased power building program. So this is phase 1. It is 10 weeks, I believe, and I am currently on week 5. But for some reason, with Jeff Nippard programs, I usually follow them to the T. Other programs, I tend to get a little lazy with it, as far as I'll skip a day or whatever the case is. I don't always follow the program to the T, as far as the weight needed to be lifted, the reps needed to be repped out, things like that. I really don't know why, but something about his programs just kind of keeps me interested. I'm not saying other programs are bad, but for me personally, these programs are more interesting to me. Anyway, now with this program, I'm gonna restart it down to week 1, day 1. You have to know your main lift rep, 1 rep max. So your squat, deadlift, bench press, and overhead press, you have to know your 1 rep max for those. Now, it's a 10-week program, but in 4 weeks, I was feeling really good and, ego lifted, and decided to do my 1 rep for those lifts. Now, I only did a 1 rep for a bench press, and I only did a 1 rep for a squat. Reason being is because my deadlift, I capped it out at 400, meaning I don't have any more weights to add on to my Olympic bar other than 400 pounds, and I already 1 rep that. So for the program, I just kept it at 400. Now the goal is to rep it out at least 3 to 5 reps or so. That's the goal now. With my overhead press, I don't 1 rep max that. I don't PR it because I do have issues with my shoulders and my back, to where any overhead pressing movement does affect me, to where I just can't go to work. So I just can't afford messing myself up, which is a good thing to follow. If you can't afford it because of life or whatever, there's no point in hurting yourself in the gym where you can't go about life, your daily activities. So personally, I don't do overhead pressing. But with the bench press, when I started, it was 285. After 4 weeks of the 10-week program, it went from 285 to 295. My squat went from 330 pounds. After 4 weeks of the 10-week program, it jumped to 365 pounds, which is amazing. A lot of it came with confidence, as well as I've noticed I've been improving on my form. I've been learning to stay a lot tighter with my muscles, core muscles, and involving my core a lot more. So a lot of it has to come with the confidence of the lift, and Jeff Nippard's programs has definitely helped me with that. So I do suggest you guys not only follow along with this program, but any other programs he has, very good. His glute program, glute hypertrophy, is good. I did his push-pull legs programs. I did his full body programs. So maybe I'll post those if I get bored of this program. But the goal is to do all 10 weeks. Like I said, I tend to follow his to the T more than others, so that's the goal. You're going to see different exercises than what the program prescribes or recommends, because of either lack of equipment or injuries that I have. But I will note that in the description, so make sure you read the description to see if there's any exercises you need to do. In the program itself, it goes over a warm-up. Now, if you've watched Jeff Nippard's videos, he does go over what his general warm-up always is. It's always the same. So you can find that in one of his videos on his YouTube channel. As far as me, I do my own personal warm-up plus his. It just kind of depends how I'm feeling for the day. If it was a bit of a longer day, a harder day, or my back's a little more sore than usual, I'll warm up a little more. There's also going to be warm-up sets and working sets, and in the program it tells you how many warm-up sets to do, and how many working sets to do, and how many back-off sets to do. Now, all you're going to see in the video is my working sets. You're not going to see no warm-up sets, but generally it's 3 to 4 warm-up sets for the main lifts. For example, bench press, you'll do 4 warm-up sets. Warm-up sets meaning For example, I'll start with the bar. I'll do about 20 reps controlled. I'll add 45 pounds on each side, 135. I'll do about 10 reps controlled. And then for my third warm-up set, I'll add like a 25, or depending on what the weight is, I'll add another set of 45s and do 225. And then my working sets will be after that. I'm not going to show you the warm-up sets. My goal is to keep these workout videos to under 5 minutes, unless I feel like I should explain something, then I will. But you're not going to hear any talking. You're just going to see the exercise, sets and reps, and you'll see about 10 to 15 seconds of that. If you want a tutorial or anything like that, feel free to message, comment, do whatever you got to do to get a hold of me and let me know, hey, can you help me out with this? I have been a NASM certified personal trainer since 2015, certified sports enhancement specialist, fitness nutrition specialist. So I've been doing this for a while. I've done personal training, one-on-ones, and I currently do have a group training class as well, which you can look at on my social medias if you'd like. I do have fitness apparel, all that fun stuff. This is just something for my small community, small town that we have here to get on board with. I've never seen myself becoming really big and huge trainer with this, so I don't have these big huge goals, but it would be nice. But it is what it is. I tend to do a lot of free stuff because I do want to help people as much as possible. Just keep in mind with this program, there's going to be differences when it comes to the way I do it. It is not exactly what it is. I do highly recommend you purchase the program. He has alternate exercises based on what you can or can't do. He has very, very detailed notes on what RPE is. If you don't know what RPE is, it is just in a nutshell, rate of perceived exertion. So for example, if you're going to do a bench press and you're going to do 10 reps at an RPE of 8, that means when you get to your 10th rep, you should have at least 2 reps left in the tank. Rest, repeat. And you get to your 10th rep, you should have at least 2 reps left in the tank. If it's an RPE 9, once you get to your 10 reps, you should have at least 1 rep left in the tank. The reason I like the RPEs is because if you're having an off day, we've all had them, excuse me, then your weight's gonna either go down or up. If you're having a great day, your weight's gonna go up. As far as your RPE is your RPE 8 on a good day is gonna feel like an RPE 7 on a bad day, you know? It's gonna kind of counteract. So make sure you write the weights down too, so you can kind of go back and look at what you did. Other than that, he has a lot of cues in the notes section of an exercise that you should be looking at, which will help you if you're having a hard time feeling the mind-muscle connection. Again, you won't see me do heavy overhead pressing unless I'm filling up to it, but I normally don't do it anymore just because of injuries. I opt my heavy overhead press for a Viking landmine press, which you will see, just because I don't use dumbbells and I don't use barbells. There's a lot of tightness in my shoulders, and due to past injuries, it just never works out good no matter how many times I've tried. So that's just me. Like I said, look in the description, you'll see whatever I feel like I need to add in there. Other than that, everything else is going to be short videos, questions, comments, concerns, complaints, all that fun stuff. Let me know in the comments, descriptions, and we'll see you later. Peace.